Hello everybody, my name's Chamushgoo, and for my first video I thought I'd show a collection of one of my systems, and what's not a great system to start with other than the 3DS. The 3DS is actually the system I have the most games for, and as someone who's been playing handhelds and home consoles since the Game Boy Pocket, it's fair to say the 3DS is my favorite handheld system ever. So I thought I'd show my collection of 3DS games and 3DS systems. These games are in no order at all shown, just order of how I took them off the shelf. So anyway, let's get to it. Starters, we have Mario Kart 7. This is a really fun racing game for racing on the go. Animal Crossing New Leaf. I actually haven't opened this one yet. I've heard good reviews about it. It's a really fun game, but it's still in my backlog, and I just haven't gone to it yet. Starfox 64. I actually own this game digitally and physically. When I first got my 3DS the first time, this game came free with it because of something from Club Nintendo, and I picked this one up, and then I got this game for free with the purchase of one of my 3DS systems, so it's a good little addition. Pokemon Art Academy. It's a fun game if you like to draw, and if you like to draw Pokemon. Mario Golf World Tour. This game's also not open yet. Probably in my backlog sometime I'll get to it. I got this actually from some deal they had online at one point during the holidays. It was like buy one game, get one free, or it was buy two games, get one free. So this is one I got for free. Mario Party Island Tour. Now, this is a fun Mario Party on the go if you're trying to play Mario Party on the go or with some friends, but it just doesn't add up to the home console games before Mario Kart 10 or 9 when they started doing the car. Pokemon Y. Can't have a 3DS without any Pokemon game. Sonic All-Star Racing Transformed. Now this is actually a hidden gem for the 3DS in my opinion. It's a really fun racing game, and I've actually played this more than I did with Mario Kart 7. It's just a little bit different than Mario Kart. Mario Karts tend to be the same with a little different addition or change in the games. This one completely changes everything with tasks, and it just makes it more fun and replay value in my opinion. Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask. This is a fun adventure game, puzzle game I mean. And if you like puzzle games, I'd check this out, or any of the Professor Layton games. This is actually the first one I've played. Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. So I know this game didn't get really good reviews, and a lot of people didn't like how it seemed like two franchises were combined into one and everything. But I got this game near the release, and I couldn't put it down. Unfortunately, there is a glitch or something, at least in my game, at least I thought, that I can't get past a certain part just because you're supposed to find the toads, and they're just not there. And I've looked, and I've used guides and everything, and they're just not where they're supposed to be in my game, for example. One of the other things a lot of people didn't like about this game is the finding toads is a big part of the game. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. Funny fact, for those who probably remember this, when this game came out, it was rumored to be coming out way before, and everyone was either for it coming out or saying it's just a rumor, it's not going to happen, and it did happen. I never owned a Nintendo 64, so I never got to be playing the original Majora's Mask. I opened this up and played a little bit of it, but just the opening parts, it's still in my backlog. Kirby Planet Robobot. This game is actually really fun in my opinion. I got it a little bit after release, and I just haven't had time to finish it all the way. I'm in the last world now, but this is a really fun, enjoyable game. If you like platformers, if you like Kirby games, just little fun, laid-back, cute games, this is one of the good games for that on the system. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. This game is fun for adventures and find all the ghosts and everything. I'm about a quarter of the way into it, still in my backlog as well. Puzzles and Dragons Z and Puzzle and Dragons Super Mario Edition. So I got this game as well, like what did I say it was? I forgot which one it was. I think it was Mario Golf, where I got a game for free with buy two get one free, and I just couldn't get into this one. I played a little bit of it, but it just doesn't feel like a game that can get me drawn into it. So I've only played it actually once. The Legend of Korra: A New Era begins. This game is pretty much like Fire Emblem, just with the Legend of Korra skin on it. But it is fun, and it's a good game if you like the TV series as well. I never really got into the TV series, but I wanted to try this game out because I heard good things about it. And it was recommended by a friend. And yeah, it's a fun game. Yoshi's New Island. Okay, so I remember when this game came out, it had mixed reviews as well, because the only new feature really was a mega dozer of eggs, and the game was very childish looking. And despite all that, I still had fun, and I was actually able to beat the game. It was kind of easy, but it's a good fun game as well. Like if you like platformers or cutie games, this is a good game to have to your collection. Fire Emblem Awakening. This is actually the first Fire Emblem game I played. I got a recommendation from another friend to try this game out, and I did. This game could have no mercy on you, though. I tried playing it through a few times, and I just got about halfway, and I'm doing the no revival one, so when the players die, they die. And it just has no mercy. And it's one of those games I'll pick up after a while, pick it back up, start again, and see if I can get it. And I get a little bit further, but it's a hard game, but it's fun. Paper Mario Sticker Star. Alright, so this game has extremely mixed reviews. It seems like the internet hates the game, but not the internet likes the game. I got this game first because I wanted to get a Paper Mario game when I first got my 3DS, and I did not like it at all. I picked it up a few times since then and still couldn't like it. But with the release of Color Splash, Paper Mario Color Splash on the Wii U, I thought I'd pick it up again and try it. And this time, it's actually enjoyable. Once you can get past the part where you need stickers to battle and everything, this game can be quite enjoyable. And the characters are just funny, too. Mario Tennis Open. If you like tennis, a good tennis game, not like the Wii U one, and Mario characters, this game's for you. That's all I need to say. Castlevania Mirror of Lord of Shadow, Mirror of Fate. This game, if you are into the Castlevania series or any of them, this game is a really fun game for that. It can be hard at times, but if you tough through it and explore a lot, you can get your way through it pretty often. SpongeBob SquarePants Plankton's Robotic Revenge. I only got this game because I kind of wanted a SpongeBob game, because I do like games that are just like silly or like useless games at sometimes, because sometimes they're just fun to sit back and just enjoy without having to like think or anything or follow a story. Of course I did finish this game because it's pretty easy to finish. It's not the best game. I also have this actually on the PlayStation 3, and the PlayStation 3 version is a little bit better. But it's a fun game, nonetheless. Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures. Pretty much this game, I'm just going to say the exact same thing I just said about SpongeBob. So that's all I need to say about that too. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity. This was actually my first 3DS game that I got when I got a 3DS. This game is actually really fun despite the childness in it and the long dialogue and everything. This game can be pretty fun just to go and explore dungeons and rescue Pokemon. And if you're a Pokemon fan, then this is a fun game to have for your 3DS. Super Mario 3D Land. So this game, actually, funny story, was the first game I actually ever got for the 3DS. And I got this game, I actually pre-ordered it. I don't remember where I pre-ordered it from, but I wanted the pre-order bonus. I didn't have a 3DS yet, I didn't know if I was going to get one. I actually just got back into gaming and I just got a DS. And I got this game, and it sat there for years until I got my 3DS. And it's actually a really fun 3D Mario game. I prefer 2D Mario, but if you're a fan of 3D Mario games, then this is a game you should definitely have for the system. Pokemon X, same thing as Pokemon Y really, just the X version. Pokemon X and Y are actually the games that got me to get the 3DS. I remember the day the trailer popped up, and I'm like, I gotta get a 3DS. I can't wait till this day comes out. I need to get a 3DS. And these two games really opened up all these games to come, because I almost didn't get a 3DS until these games come out. Plus, I'm a huge Pokemon fan, so kind of makes sense to have. Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. So it's a little bit different than Gates to Infinity, and the controls are different. Now, I tried playing this. I didn't like the controls, how you have to use the shoulder buttons to pick your move and everything. I prefer on Gates to Infinity when it was like you just press the button to battle. I didn't get that too far into it, but this is a good game. I've heard really good things about this. It actually has all the Pokemon in it, plus Mega Evolutions. So if you are a Pokemon fan, I recommend this game as well. Codename Steam. So when this game first came out, I didn't think I was going to like it, so I didn't try anything for it. I didn't think of getting it or anything. And then the demo came out on the eShop, and I tried it. It's actually really fun. You play as Abe Lincoln, and you try to go around stopping aliens and collecting steam. This game did not get that much publicity. It didn't get the best reviews, and it's fairly cheap now. But it's a 3DS gem, in my opinion. It's really, really fun. And it might start out really easy, but it does pick up difficult. So be sure for that too. Ultimate NES Remix. So I have NES Remix 1 on the Wii U, and I have this game. And this one is actually my favorite one out of all of them. It just seems that NES Remix does better on a handheld than it would on a home console, in my opinion. But it's really fun to be able to just go back and play all the classic NES games with little twists and little challenges to do them and everything. And this game is, in my opinion, a must-have on the 3DS. Especially if you didn't have an NES back in the day. I didn't have an NES. I only had a Super Nintendo, and I got that when the N64 came out. So it's fun just to go back and play old games that you might not have had. Disney Epic Mickey Power of Illusion. I mean, it's a fun game. If you ever played any of the other ones, you'll know how they work. You just go around, play as Mickey with your paintbrush, and yeah. Kirby Triple Deluxe. Another game that I highly recommend, as well as the Kirby Planet Robobot. These two games are really fun. If you like Kirby, then they're fun for Kirby fans, for platformer fans. They're really cute. And this game actually got me really hooked. And this game is one of my favorite ones on the 3DS, as well as some other ones. But I do recommend this game and Planet Robobot, or Planet Robobot. Super Mario Bros. 2. New Super Mario Bros. 2. So yeah, this is a Super Mario game, one of the new ones, the new series, so it pretty much works as all the other new series. The only really concept that's new in this game is collecting all the coins. The goal in the game is to get as many coins as you can, but that makes it fairly easy because you'll have 99 lives pretty much by World 2. But if you're a Mario fan and you like platformers, then this is a game you should probably want to get. Mario and Luigi Dream Team. I couldn't get into this game, honestly, that well. This was the first one I played in the series, and I really mean to go back to this because now that I know the series a little bit better from playing Paper Jam and Bowser's Inside Story, I want to give this one another try, so I'm not going to comment on this at all. If I do an update video for my 3DS collection in the future, then I might have something to say for this by then. But majority of these games on here are in my backlog. If I did complete the game or anything, I will say that I completed it as well. Alright, let's just get to this one. So this is just one of the Club Nintendo 3DS cases that they gave out when Club Nintendo was around. Got some games in it. I like these so much. I wish they weren't just from Club Nintendo. I gotta find something similar like this because I got one from somewhere before. It was really cheap and flimsy. And just the second one I got. I tried to get as many of these as I can before Club Nintendo did end, but I got two. But that's okay because I have game cases for every game except for one, so it's not that bad. Okay, so next we have Pokemon Rumble Blast. This game is pretty much going around as toy Pokemon, defeating each other and getting some added to your team. If you're a Pokemon fan, I do recommend this. If you're not a Pokemon fan, probably something you might want to skip. There is a free-to-play one that's on the 3DS as well that also has a physical cartridge copy now. So if you're questioning about this game, you might want to try the one that's on the 3DS, the free-to-play one. These are kind of similar. That one's more like X and Y series. This one's more black and white series. Pokemon Omega Ruby. Gen 3 was a great series, and I'm glad that there's a remake in here. This game is actually really fun. I play this up to the Elite Four. I just can't beat the Elite Four for some reason. And up until then, I had so much fun playing this game, I couldn't put it down. And it might be more nostalgic for me because I was a player. I did play Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, and everything. But this is a really good game if you're a Pokemon fan. I've been meaning to get Alpha Sapphire as well. I don't have that in my collection yet. Chibi Robo Ziplash. I don't know what to say about this game. It's fun to an extent, but not the best. Fair to say. So I would check gameplay before you might want to pick this game up if anyone is wanting to pick this game up. It's going for really cheap right now, plus Amiibo bundle. It's going really cheap. This might be the last game in the Chibi Robos series because they did say if it doesn't sell well, there probably won't be any more games. But this game's average. A little below average in my opinion. Bravely Default. I haven't opened it yet. I played the demo. I've been meaning to play this game as well. So maybe if I do an update video, I might have played it by then. Sonic Boom Shattered Crystal. I didn't want to get the Wii U one, but I wanted to get one of them, so I did pick up the 3DS one. It's not that bad. It's tedious, but it's not too bad. If you're a Sonic fan, then you might want to pick this game up. I was never really into Sonic, but I wanted to give it a try. Next we have Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. This is the same one pretty much that's on the Wii. I remember getting it for the Wii and I just plowed right through it because I wasn't really thinking what I was doing, and this one I came back and thought for it. It's actually fun. It doesn't compare to Tropical Freeze in my opinion. Tropical Freeze is much better, but for a handheld Donkey Kong game, if you're a Donkey Kong fan or like platformers or anything, I do recommend this game as well. Sonic Lost World. I tried the demo. I thought it was kind of fun, so I wanted to try picking it up. This is when I first got my 3DS. It's okay, in my opinion. That's all I can really say about it. Super Smash Bros. 3DS. Of course, any Nintendo fan, handheld or home console player will have this game probably. I'm not really too big into Smash. I just don't see the appeal, how people are somewhat really big into the game series, but it is fun to pick up once in a while and play. This is Cave Story 3DS. I think, yeah, it's in one of the cases I have. This is a game I actually really wanted to get for the 3DS, and I was willing to pay higher prices for because I wanted to try it out, and I heard really good things about it. It is on the eShop, however, it is a different game. It's fairly different, but this game is actually really fun. I picked this up and I played it. It was on in stock at GameStop one time, so I had to get it that second. I couldn't put it down for a while. I've been meaning to go back to it and try to finish it, but it's a really fun game. If you can get a hand on it, even if you can get one with a full case and everything, I recommend it. Before I do continue on, you might have noticed a jump. I did get interrupted while making this video, so I did have to pause it and continue. So there might be a jump in this video, or things might look out of place differently than I did before, but let's just continue on this video. So next we have is Steel Diver for the 3DS. I never opened it. I feel like I have it digitally. I feel like there was a promotion, or maybe it was as a reward on Club Nintendo, but I do recall playing it. Maybe it's the second one. I actually don't remember for sure, but Steel Diver. Next we have Professor Layton and the Azran Legacy. I never played this one either. It's as well as in my backlog. Next we have Cut the Rope Triple Threat. So Cut the Rope is a mobile game, and I decided to get it for the 3DS because I thought it'd be fun to have as a console game as well, besides the mobile one. It actually has the first 3 in it. It's fun. It's shovelware, but it's not that bad. It's fun. I don't really recommend getting it unless you really want it or have a kid. Next we have Ocarina of Time 3D, another game that I never got to because I never had a Nintendo 64. I haven't opened it, and I've been actually meaning to play it, so hopefully one of these days I will get to playing it. And finally, we have The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. So this copy is unopened, however I did fully complete this game. I don't remember how I got it digitally, and this was on that sale from Best Buy that I mentioned a long time ago. I got a good chunk of games from that sale, so I was like, why not, for a free game, since I didn't really have any other options, why not get a sealed copy, a physical copy at least, of A Link Between Worlds. This game is amazing. This is actually the first Zelda game I really ever played. I did play the original one on the 3DS that I got for rewards from Club Nintendo, but this is the first one I really played and got into, and first Zelda game I completed, and one of the few games I actually completed on the 3DS fully. Any other game that I might have completed on the 3DS, I know I completed Link Between Worlds, and I completed Kirby Triple Deluxe, not 100%, but I completed the story, and I'm close to it, and the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gate to Infinity, as well as Yoshi's New Island. Not 200%, but that as well. Most of these games here, as well as I said, are in my backlog, so maybe one day I will re-pick them up and complete them. So anyway, now let's move to the consoles. So at one point I was collecting 3DS consoles. I haven't collected one in a while, but it doesn't not make sense to start with the first 3DS I got, which is the Pikachu one. And this one has kind of a story to it. I'm a big Pokemon fan, and when I saw this 3DS being released around the world, I'm like, oh, please come to North America, please come to North America. And it just wasn't getting released in North America, and I was kind of sad about that. And as soon as I saw it get released, I jumped on it and got this. This and Pokemon X and Y being released on the 3DS is really what got me into the 3DS, and I'm really glad that I did get into the 3DS. I might do a video in the future, or maybe my digital games I have on here, and my top played games or something like that. If anyone wants to see that, leave a comment down below and let me know if you'd like to see that, because I could always do that. And here's a box for it. I'm just going to put the box here so I don't have to have the 3DS in the way. I'm kind of running out of room though, so I'll put that up here. Next we have is another Pokemon themed one. This is the Pokemon 3DS Xerneas X and Y bundle. It's blue and it has the two legendary Pokemon in X and Y on it, as you can see. It's shiny. I really do like this design. The shininess is alright. I do like the matte, like the Pikachu has. However, this is the nicest looking 3DS as well. That's what it looks like for anyone curious who haven't seen it. Next we have the A Link Between Worlds Zelda 3DS. That's what it looks like in case anyone's curious. The Yoshi 3DS XL came out with Yoshi's New Island. It's really cute with Yoshi just running in there. I like the green color. I wish there was colors like that were plain, but here's what it looks like as well. Next we have the Mario and Luigi Dream Team bundle. Came out during the year of Luigi. I think that was like 2013, 2014. Here's the back. It actually doesn't show the console like the other ones do, but it pretty much looked like that. I don't remember what the back looks like. I think it's black, if anyone's curious. And finally, for the 3DS XLs, we have the NES one, which I think is such a cool thing as a retro. The box looks amazing. It's pretty much like an NES system. There we go. It's an NES system, and it's a good throwback to the NES system. The red and silver, it looks really good in my opinion. And finally, I didn't really get into collecting the new 3DSs or any more XLs besides that. However, I was thinking of doing it, but I decided against it. But when this was announced, I knew I had to pick it up. So finally, we have the new 3DS Pokemon 20th Anniversary bundle with the two faceplates, the Charizard one and the Blastoise one. You can see them both right there. I actually do play on this one as well for the new 3DS. Kind of wish it was a bigger 3DS. I don't like the small size, but it's really nice feeling, and as well as my 3DS Pikachu one. So anyway, that's it for my Nintendo 3DS, I guess you could say new 3DS collection as well. It has a total of 46 games in it, in case anyone was counting. And we have 7 consoles as well. Anyway, that's pretty much it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Support this channel if you like to. And hit that subscribe button for when my future videos are up. You'll know when they're up. If you have any suggestions on games I should try to pick up, leave a comment down below. If you tried any of these games, leave a comment down below and tell me what you think. And just let me know what you think about everything. Anyway, I will hopefully see you all later, and thanks for watching. I will try to do an updated video of this as well sometime in the future. Next, I think I'm going to show my Wii U collection as my next collection video.